All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a new month in VertXIdol Alliance. We are here in July 2021, which means we have officially completed 1 full year of the Alliance. Here is just a quick showing as to how far we've come in the last year. Not made a ton of money. We ended up with we started with what, $5,000 each. And of course went in the hole quite a bit, but I had to redo the save, so we can't see everything from the last year. But we're about $1,000 up right now. Our prestige is up 3%. Let me see this. I got a reputation of 14, so we're getting there. It's still next to nothing. Size wise, we're up to at least a 12. So at some point we'll get to tiny. But right now we're still insignificant, but we're kind of slowly spilling everything over right now. So there's at least that. And the good thing is we are in the Midwest, which is got the most spillover of everything. In fact, we're even spilling over into Canada, which is helping our finance numbers, of course, up to 5,100 in sponsorship income. Merchandise level, we're not on our way to level 3 yet. I think it's Idolfight Project we're doing that with right now. I think I was more or less spending the money trying to run 2 shows. I think that was the key here. Other than that, obviously we don't have still too small to even have any sort of broadcast deal. We could try to run events on like YouTube in America and Canada. That is a possibility. Although I will say that is just a lot of expenditure I don't feel like doing right now. I think if I remember right, trying to broadcast even through just something as tiny as YouTube is like $2,500 an event. Plus I would have to get a commentary team. So I think I'm just going to wait until I have a little bit more money to spend on that. And even then, who knows? I'm mostly just kind of spending my money continuously. The fact that I even have $6,000 is really something, because I keep trying to reinvest in new people, or of course now 2 shows a month, just so we can kind of get going on that. Added a couple people to the short list. That looks like WWE's and Impact are getting rid of a couple people. So, but Vertigo's doing okay. IdolPro, not so much. I mean, IdolPro's doing fine. You know, we got $4,000. We're making some money. We're still only doing 1 show a month, and we'll probably be that way in the foreseeable future because compared to Vertigo, a lot of our people are working constantly outside of our promotion. So in the case of this month, we have 1 available slot. So just trying to get by with whatever I can do, honestly. I believe we are upgrading our merchandise, though. We did. It looks like we did start that. So there's at least that part. So yeah, it looks like upgrade progress 0. So we're going to start at least spending some money there. I believe 13 reputation. That's not too bad. 3% prestige. Size-wise, we're doing pretty good in Kanto, except weirdly enough, because Kanto is kind of in the far east part of Japan, the spillover doesn't go very far. Doesn't go very far at all. Probably should have gone to Kansai, just do shows in Nagoya. That probably would have been it. Not to mention, there's not really any promotions based out of Nagoya, so that would have been pretty good. But, I mean, so many of my people generally are based in Kanto, so that would have been a lot of money that I would have had to spend in travel, and I just didn't feel like doing that. That's more than I felt like doing. So of course we got a little bit less in sponsorship income, but you know what? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We have money. We can continue to make money. I feel like if anything, my one goal was to keep going until I eventually get my own broadcaster. I got what? Between the two promotions, I got to combine 10 grand. So at some point I could get there. Of course, I think even I checked in between like either Japan or the US, if I did the tiniest level of like internet based broadcaster, it's still like 150 grand. It's ridiculous. So I don't know if I'll do that or not. I might have to hook up to like YouTube, or I think Twitch will come up at some point. So there's all of that. So let me move over. I've got my books here for the shows, so things should run a little bit smoother when it comes to all the booking of everything. So we've got that completed. Got that. So yeah, immediately starting off, and weirdly enough, I don't think we ever really start off with a I don't think we've ever started off with an IdolPro show, so this will be a little bit different. Oh, by the way, let me see here. What do you think I'm going to talk about? Oh my God. Well, I didn't know she was. Well, I knew she was doing the video, but I didn't know she was getting messages like this. I had a feeling. Too many messages like this. Number one, I'm not a porn star. Number two, I'm not getting married to anyone. Oh, by the way, this is Camille, actual Camille, because she's coming out with a gravier. We have her on our roster. She's coming out of the gravier. I want to buy it. But I'm not a porn star. I'm not getting married to anyone. No messages except offers. My new DVD was like a pinup video, not naked. Oh my God. What did this person send? Hey Yuki, I just saw your latest post. I don't know Japanese, so I want to kindly ask if that means you're doing AV now. Oh Lord. I'm a fan of you for 5 years. You've been princess in my heart. I even imagine that I know you. I can know you and marry you. So it's a very important issue to me. I really don't want to see you do AV things. My heart would break. Thanks for your reading, and hopefully I can get your response. I mean, she is kind of owning it, but I mean, there's a vast difference between doing gravier and doing AV, because AV is just straight porn, and gravier is something that like so many big time Japanese wrestlers do. There are a lot of Japanese wrestlers. Japanese Joshi wrestlers who have done graviers. What? Asuka's done 3 or 4. Hikaru Shida did 3, I think. To get paid that. Well, I mean, that see, you're thinking about it from a dude's perspective, and I understand that. But you're also very much thinking about it from a dude's perspective. Not to mention the fact that it's becoming a thing now where it's not even just porn, but women who have OnlyFans are getting fucking fired from their jobs because they're people don't want to be associated with porn. Businesses don't want to be associated with porn. But I don't blame you that much, because I know you're like 16 or something. So like I understand you're coming into this with like a 16-year-old dude's mindset. But yeah, I don't know why porn is amazing. I don't know. I mean, I think just so many businesses just don't want to be associated with it because there's something attached to it. It's like if you were coming out as like a prostitute. It's like, as a business, that would be a thing. It's just like, oh, hey, so you have this prostitute? What? I don't know. Let's see if this all worked. Oh, wow. All right, cool. Hey, this is going to be easy because when I do these angles, I can just copy paste. That'll be good. Charisma. Momo's not known for her charisma. How good is she at it? Oof. Well, we'll work on it. Minor success. How much time did I want? 6 minutes there. So Momo's starting the show with an explanation of her attack on Reika. She says that no one else should be deserving of the title of ace. The good thing is also with this is I can literally go down the line with the shows here. So we might be able to get this done in under 2 hours. That'll be nice. Because I can just Control-C, Control-V what I was making. I like that. I like that a lot. Raku. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot more time to do this over the course of time, but I already like the idea that I just pre-book the whole thing in a spreadsheet and then just go down the line. Whoops. Raccoon Unagi out to announce their new team formation, the Sleep Train Angels. We're forming tag teams. I'm trying to get a tag team division set up now officially, so we can actually utilize that. I don't know when we're gonna get an actual tag team titles because I think we need to really establish a division first. But yeah. What's the point of OnlyFans? You can find hot pics of women on Google for free. I mean, I guess it just comes down to if there's specific women. I don't know. I think that's the thing. Because it's like, it's one thing if it's a porn star, but if it's some girl that, you know, isn't that, it's almost like underground porn. It's, you know, it might be the same thing. It might be the same thing as like people who really get into like amateur porn. Like that's a big thing, amateur porn, because it just feels more real. You know, that's why even some of the professionally shot stuff now tends to look more amateurish, because a lot of people just want to get into that type of thing. Let's see. Open match. Yeah, let's open match it there. Decisive win. Perfect. 2 new tag teams. There we go. Speaking of graveyard idols. Speaking of graveyard models. You at least need a larger roster and regular ratings above 27. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good on the ratings, at least. I mean, my show ratings are at least in the 40s. I had a 55 once upon a time. So I'm going to be good at least for that. And as I keep getting more and more money, I'm going to bring in, I'm going to get more and more people. And better people. That's the key there too, is getting better people. It's just better people cost money. And I'm trying to make sure I can get some. Let's see here. How far is this going to go? Ah, damn. Okay. I knew it. I knew I was going to hit the character limit at some point. All right, now I kind of know where the character limit is. I don't think I hit hardly anything else in this entire thing for it, so that's good. There we go. How much we doing with that? 5 minutes. We got Hikari. Let me see here. All right, Hikari out with kendo stick feels free. The last couple months she's been beating others with weapons, and she wants it even more. I feel like I should change the name of her gimmick at this point. Because if she's coming out and she's almost starting to have this Let me see here. Okay, her charisma's good. And microphone, honestly. Let's keep upgrading her charisma a little bit, though. Training program you could set up for a promotion to help boost or slowly over time increase the ratings of wrestlers you bring in, like a pre-event training seminar. I'm trying to read this right. Okay, a training program you could set up for a promotion to help boost or slowly over time increase the ratings of wrestlers you bring in, like a pre-event. Oh, so like when local indies, because local indies will sometimes do that, where they'll bring in like an ex-WWE guy, and part of the money that they pay them is to do a quote-unquote training seminar before the show with the local guys and kind of teach them kind of what they know about wrestling. That's kind of what it sounds like. Yeah, because a lot of the local promotions, the real fucking no budget promotions around here have done that. Well, this is like 10 years ago probably at this point, but they would bring in guys like Chavo Guerrero or Rosie. I'm trying to remember some of the other dudes they brought in. Trevor Murdoch. All right. Let's see here. Hikari Noah. Rin Katakura. There we go. How long I want? 15. All right. That sounds okay. Has an accident in your... Oh, at my place of work ended in death? I mean, not for people. Or someone going postal. Yeah, we haven't had someone going postal yet. We have had a couple of scares from outsiders. We have had a couple of scares. I do know there's a couple maintenance guys that improperly locked out stuff once. It wasn't in my building, but it was in one of the other buildings in town, and I think he lost a finger or something like that. But we did have a scare, and we had to like lock down the gates and everything because we had a guy who showed up on one of our docks one morning, and we have like an alarm system that people can hit when there's like a holy shit, there's something fucking serious that's not, there's something serious that you need people to come get that isn't related to like a fire or a tornado. And we had this dude who showed up on our dock with a fucking gasoline can, and apparently he was like the ex-boyfriend. He was like a either a current boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend of one of the women who works in the building. And he's like a, he's I guess been arrested. We found out later he's been arrested for domestic violence before. But he showed up with a gasoline can because he was planning on fucking starting to probably find her and start dumping the shit on her and lighting her up. But we ended up we ended up having to like call the police, I think, on him. But yeah, is this a postal story? It's just something that, because you showed up just as Okada was asking if any accidents or serious shit has happened at our work. That's about it. I think you know what? I think it's going to be tainted because she's going to use a weapon. That's been her MO, is weapons. So getting a win there. I could get used to this. I could get used to doing this beforehand and then on stream just sort of filling in the blanks. And then I don't have to think as much. I can interact with people a little bit more. Maybe that's going to be a downside. maybe that isn't as good as I thought. I was fucking crazy. Must be the corn meth. Probably. We currently have the picture up of a dude who actually it's in my area, apparently threatened the life of one of the guys I work directly with on a regular basis. So now we have his picture up as a don't let him in the building. I don't know what happened, and they didn't, of course, tell us whose life they threatened or what the nature of it is, but we got like a mugshot picture of this guy that is just okay, yep. Mugshot picture of this guy that's just, hey, don't let him in the building. The downside to that is that he looks like half the people who work in our building already. Not to mention so many people, like you get the mixtures of like shifts, and a lot of people don't know everybody from every shift, So the only serious shit you've experienced in your school is getting locked down for an animal in your community. There was a school shooting. We never got that. You know what? This is going to sound morbid, but in my high school, when I was in high school, our high school wasn't known for school shootings. It was sort of known for school shootings, but it wasn't people shooting each other. It was people shooting themselves. Oh, it's terrible. But yeah, it was known for like we would probably have an average like 3 or 4 people every year end up committing suicide. I don't even know what it's like now, because I know it's a big school, and with how mental health is now, God only knows. There we go. We'll have Mika Owada for this. Guy just comes in, asks for time. A very big school shooting, very well known. But yeah, that's about it. You won't say where. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think our school was ever shut down for. I'm trying to remember if there was anything in particular. I don't think there was. We'll use charisma, and you'll just stand there and look pretty. Do you have charisma? I'm pretty sure you do. She's got some. But I'm trying to upgrade the others. What's her charisma at? 66 and 55. Yeah. Join to a cheerful conversation. Yeah. Yeah. There was one major accident at work that I wasn't around for, but I heard about the next day. It didn't result in the death of a human. However, I don't know how you want to take this story. But so the post office you can actually send live animals through the mail. And routinely in the postal service, we, especially in our building, will get, okay, it's occasionally live like roosters, but usually it's baby chicks. You get like these like little box pallet things. They got the little holes in them, of course, to help everybody breathe, and you can even hear them peeping out, but it's just boxes of baby chicks. And because it's the sort of blue collar job where people just decide to drink sometimes. There was a guy who was an older gentleman. He was a bit of an alcoholic. And this gentleman, who was an alcoholic, had been working there for like 30 years, and he was a forklift driver. And I guess one day, here, I'm trying to do this at the same time, but one day he had been drinking, I guess, on his lunch, and came back to start doing some forklift driving. and I guess accidentally ran the fucking forks of the forklift. He just turned a little too quickly or something, and ended up turning right into where they were staging a bunch of the live chicks. And obviously didn't kill all of them, but definitely got some of them. And then, of course, boxes flew open, and there's just baby chicks everywhere, just running around the building. So, yeah, that was a thing. You know what? You want to know the best part about it is he was of retirement age, so they basically gave him the whole you can retire or you can get fired, and he ended up retiring. So after that incident, he retired the next day. Of course, because he retired, still gets his like Medicare benefits and all that stuff. Probably not as much as he would have wanted, but I mean, that's how it works. Let's see. Michigo, charisma. We're gonna sell charisma. I'd say that works. Full pension. Yep. Thank God for union jobs and government jobs. I can't complain too much. I'm trying to close on a house here in the next couple weeks. Do you have your pension, or do you not have enough? Oh, I don't have enough years. In order to, it's not really a pension at this point, and and God knows if there'll be anything like that for me when I actually retire, because Social Security and all that crap. But yeah, I think you have to put in, I think it's 33 years. Yeah, because I'm eligible to retire in 2047. That's when I'm eligible to retire. Which is probably before I was going to retire anyway. Because if I make it to like 60, that'll be 2050. So that'd be like 36 years. Apparently the big magical number is 42. If you make it to 42 years, you max out the amount of money that you can get from the company for retirement benefits. But I've been sacking money away constantly, pretty much since the day I made career, so that hopefully by the time I turn 60, I can actually have a really nice amount of money in my retirement, and I don't have to be there like most of the other people, who are there into their 70s because they gambled all their shit away. So it's like 20 years. Yeah, it's like I think you got to put at least like 33 in somewhere, right? Like that. I mean, you could always retire early. I think once you hit like, okay, so because I actually got in young enough, like the general age is like 59 or something like that. But because I got in kind of early enough, I can retire at like 57. But I'll probably still try to stay there till 60. And I'm assuming I'm going to be there because like this shit ain't going to blow up. I'll be doing this. We'll be here in 2047. I'll be booking waifus 20 years into the future. Strong kickers. So we need Camus. We need Mirai. We need Marika. And for this angle, Saya. I'm not even really talking about it as I'm pre-booking it, now that I don't really have to think too much about it. With hopefully a bigger audience. Yeah, see, I'm not really planning on that. If I manage to blow up, I'm going to be wondering what the hell I did. Like, what? Did people all of a sudden become interested in text-based wrestling booking games programmed in Visual Basic 6? Or text-based MMA booking games programmed in Visual Basic 6? I feel like if it's going to be anything, it's going to be like College Hoops that gets me there. It'd be nice for TEW, but TEW is such a fucking niche. It's a niche inside of a niche. Like, there's the pro wrestling niche, and then inside of the pro wrestling niche is like the booking niche. The people who, instead of wanting to play the video games or watch like Fire Pro simulations or something like that, is the booking niche. And inside of the booking niche is the TEW niche, as opposed to GM mode or something like that. It's like a niche of a niche of a niche. Maybe Critical raids you. I mean, I think the best I've ever done is having NL raid me, and I think I topped out at like 300 something at that point. We need charisma. We need charisma for all of them. I think Mirai's not really good at it. Marika's not good at it, but I mean, that's the point of having them go out there and do it, is just getting the time in for it. Let's see. We need... All right, we got a match. Match time. 1v1. We've got Saya. We have got Camille. Ugh. My head itches. How much time do we got? We got 150. I don't know how much time is... Oh, boy. We're running out of... Okay, the main event will pull a lot of time, but we're really running... I might have to change some of the minutes here. This is getting ridiculous. It's all right. Saya. And open. And decisive. There we go. Angle. Cool. 4 minutes. Yuki. Camille. Mirai. Saya. And Himika. There we go. So, selling. Himika probably doesn't have menace, does she? Even though, compared to most other Joshi, she could be a little bit more menacing. Wow, just a fucking 0? 0 menace, but a 60 sex appeal. I'm really invested into who's got less sex appeal than Himika. All right, I have to know Unagi's. 81. Okay, that sounds about right. I'd put it higher, but that's just me. Speaking of fucking off-the-wall graviers. I bet even Camille's gravier will not be as obscene as Unagi's is. I think Unagi set the bar. She wasn't even a wrestler at the time either. You'll never go Hollywood. Most you'll go is Chicago. The most I'll go is like Kansas City. I won't even make it to Chicago. I'll get to the wonderful land of Kansas City. Let's see here. We'll give them minor successes here. Saya's getting beaten down. She'll just take a neutral for right now. There we go. Chocolate syrup. But yeah. It's fine. She's wearing chocolate syrup, so you can't see her vagina. Really? You sure about that? That really was something. That needs to be in a museum. I wonder if Camilla would get creeped out by that. It's like, listen, so I know yours isn't going to be as good as Unagi's, but it should be close. A new bar has been set. I don't think Tokyo Joshi Pro would allow that, though, especially if she's wearing the title on the cover. Reika's got to have good. She's got to have good charisma, right? Really? She's just pure charisma, though. She's pretty okay wrestling wise, but like that's her whole thing is just pure fucking charisma. Did I hit all the beats on my 1, 2, 3? Wait. 1, 2. Did I miss? I missed a. Oh God! That's why it's all weird. I missed a match. Jesus Christ! I was literally going down the line and I missed the fucking match. That's why it looks all weird with the percentages. Derp. There we go. Mika. Let's not go open. She really shouldn't be going toe-to-toe with her. Did I not book this segment? I thought I did. I guess not. There we go. See, now it's at least 60, which is fine because we're going to be adding a extra like 24 minutes onto this. Momo and Ram. Number 1 contendership. Royal Spirit title. Off the bat. Off the bat. Let's go. Momo. Open. Open. She probably doesn't have the ability. They probably don't have the psychology. Not yet. 59 and 59. We're not there yet. We're still at a 67, which means we could probably bump up a couple matches here. We'll make that 14. We could maybe make that an extra minute. Let's make this an extra minute too. I'm gonna hit that 70. What's their stamina look like? 80 and 76. Oh, we're really pushing it at 24 minutes, but damn, really? Okay. Let's pull a minute off here. We'll pull a minute off here. They're expecting 90%. Oh my God. So we still have to pull probably about an extra 5% off. All right. We're going to tighten things up a little bit then. We'll go down to 4 minutes on some of these. We'll pull that down to 3 minutes. Have you seen the NCAA tournament? Oregon State's in the Elite Eight. UCLA is also Gonzaga undefeated. Michigan plus Baylor. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I really haven't seen it since like the first couple rounds. I probably should, but I haven't. Holy shit. 2 minutes. Almost probably should have just thrown another match in there. Could I just book another match? That might be an idea. What do we got? let's exclude the people who's booked. Can we throw in just a random ass match? We'll find someone who's kind of cold right now that we might want to use. You can put May out there. She's not cold, but we could probably send her up a little bit. Is there someone she could lose to, or she could beat? Not lose to. Yuki. What do you do, Yuki? There you go. That'll do it. We can add an extra 10 minutes onto the show like that. Decisive win. There you go. Yep, I'm okay with that. So we'll just throw a random fucking match in there. Well, we hit our time, so all right, it works. All right, cool. I think I'm ready. Look at that, 41 minutes. And probably still not too much better than I usually do, but I mean, it's fine. I think you're really gonna see the time save once I get to Vertigo, especially when I'm doing 2 shows. All right. All right, we're going to start off Idolfight Project Live Stage 13. 165 people at Shinkiba. First ring, we're going to start off. We had Momo Watanabe end the show last month with her brutal attack on Reika. And she announces that Reika's not here, but she is going to give an explanation of her attack on Reika and says that Reika used some key words when she was talking about herself last month, and the words that she described, that Reika described herself as, was the muscle idol ace, and that seemed to trigger something inside Momo, where she says that no one else should be considered the ace, that Momo is here to be considered the ace, and that anyone who dares to even question it will suffer the same fate as Reika. And that is her purpose here, is to prove herself the ace. And she leaves, and we get our opening contest, which will feature 2 new tag teams. We're trying to start a bit of a tag team division here in IdolPro. We have Raku and Himawari Unagi coming out. They're announcing their new tag team formation of the Sleep Train Angels. And they'll be taking on another tag team of Ruaka and Hina as JK Fallen Stars. And decent enough little match there. Goes just under 14 minutes, but Raku pins Hina with the Good Night Express, and already a strong start for the Sleep Train Angels. And, decent enough little performances for all of them. I wasn't expecting too much. Uh-oh. Already, Raku and Himawari Unagi don't work well as a team. Uh-oh. Well, this already is not turning out well. This train is about to get wrecked on night 1. Fuck. All right, cool. So we go into our next bit here. Hikari Noah coming out. She's got a kendo stick in her hand. And she discusses the beatings that she has given the likes of Miyako Matsumoto and, of course, Raku a couple months ago at Shining Stage. And she says that this is about the most free that she's ever felt in the last couple of months. There's something inside her where it just feels like everything is just clicked inside of her. And she feels that this is what she's meant to do, is to beat others with weapons. And she feels like that is her calling, and that she, she's always had an interest in deathmatch wrestling, and she's found a new freedom in a hardcore style. And she takes on Rin Katakura here one-on-one, and uses that kendo stick towards the end of the match, gets the ropes for leverage, and gets the win in just under 16 and a half minutes. Superb match. Both of them did extremely well. Especially Hikari. Hikari hasn't done too amazingly, I think, match-wise. So to see her actually hit a 40 is really good. But nonetheless, Hikari proven herself here and proven her kendo stick useful. And post-match, she's going to prove it even more useful. She takes the stick and she starts laying even more shots in on Rin Katakura. And she has this look of ecstasy and just bliss on her face as she's doing it. It seems like she's in some sort of different world when she's beating people with weapons. It's a very lewd look as she is hitting people, but nonetheless, seems like maybe she has found her calling in deathmatch wrestling. Mika Iwata returns. She wasn't here last month. This is her first time back since losing the Royal Spirit Championship. And she returns and thanks the fans. She said that over the last couple of months, she's received heartwarming messages from her fans. And she's been greeted at some of the other shows that she's at with Sendai Girls. And she thanks them for the support that they have given her the last couple months. And she's ready to start turning that back around and get back in the hunt for the championship. Before she could say anything more, though, we got Michiko Miyagi and Haruna Neko coming out. Of course, Miyagi debuting on the same show that Iwata was last at. And they come out, and Miyagi has this fiery look in her eye, like she looks angry to even see her. Of course, Miyagi has the very real history with Sendai Girls, where, I mean, now she's pretty much been excommunicated from it in real life, and is not around there anymore. So it seems like it's almost upsetting her just to even see someone who seems to be doing well in Sendai Girls. But nonetheless, we do get a match here as Miyagi turns to Haruna Neko to fight Mika Iwata. And Mika carries Haruna Neko to a 57. I think that might be one of our best matches, honestly. An exceptional match, but Mika Iwata defeated Haruna Neko. She got the spinning heel kick on just over 14 minutes to beat her by pinfall. But it is a short-lived celebration of getting her momentum back as Miyagi continues to stare down Iwata. Iwata looks like she's about, asking her, demanding she gets into the ring. She's holding the ropes open for her. And on the other side of the ring, from underneath the ring, we have the Idolfight Project debut of Abaddon, who appears behind her, sprays her with a red mist, and then just starts laying down a beating on her, and completely lays her out and knocks her out as Miyagi picks up Haruna and joins up with Abaddon, and Miyagi says that they have created a new 3-person stable here with Miyagi as the leader and her followers of Abaddon and Haruna Neko. And we get ourselves the Royal Spirit Champion, Mei Suruga, in action. She's taking on one half of Bakuretsu Sisters, Yuki Aino. Fantastic heat and great wrestling. It goes just under 12 minutes. Mei Suruga once again showing off the move that won her the Royal Spirit Championship, the Brain Buster. Hits Yuki Aino with it and gets the win. Non-title action, but nonetheless, the Royal Spirit Champion getting the victory there. We get the Strong Kickers coming out, all 3 members of them, as Saya Kamitani has made her entrance already for her match. And Kamiyu seems to have set her sights on Saya and says that it has been 1 full year officially since Idolfight Project's inception, and Kamiyu's been here the whole time for it, and she's been sort of a veteran here of IdolPro, and Saya hasn't been here very long, so They get into a bit of an argument that Camille feels that Saya should refer to her as a senpai and should give her the respect that she deserves as someone who is above her in the pecking order. And Saya really isn't having any of that, and that's going to lead to a match here between Camille and Saya. Decent enough little match, great heat and good wrestling. The Strong Kickers didn't really try to get too involved. Camille felt like she was able to handle it, but she wasn't able to do that as she was knocked to the ground. Saya runs up to do the running shooting star press and pins her in just over 17 and a half minutes. And Saya Kamitani getting a strong win here. Camille kind of carried her through that, but nonetheless, you know, she'll get there, I think. I think Saya legitimately has only been around for not even a couple of years yet, so I think it's just going to take time. But nonetheless, Saya getting a strong win, and of course the rest of the Strong Kickers not happy about that. Marika going to insult the fans as Mirai jumps in the ring to start laying the boots down on Saya. And as she's doing that, Himika comes running down into the ring and goes for the save there. Camille seems to back up, and Himika comes face to face with Mirai, and they have a bit of a stare down before all three members of the Strong Kickers back out and head to the back as Himika Arita stares them down. We're heading up to the main event now, but before that, we get Reika, of course, who had suffered the beating from Momo Watanabe, giving an update on her condition. Of course, she's did a video from her home. She's not here at the event. She is still recovering and resting, and she says that sooner rather than later, she will be back, hopefully by next month, and that Momo shouldn't be comfortable with her actions. She shouldn't be comfortable thinking that she got rid of her. And we get to our main event. We are determining Mei Suruga's first Royal Spirit Championship challenger. We're going to have Momo Watanabe versus Ram Kaicho for the #1 contendership, and an exceptional match. It goes 24 minutes, a quite lengthy match here. But Momo hits the Samato on Ram Kaicho and gets the victory. And just like that, she debuted just 2 months ago and already is looking at her first Royal Spirit Championship match, as she will be the official challenger now to Mei Suruga. And it looks like that will be it. 54. God damn. There you go. Your favorite, funniest internet downfall? I was gonna say Spoonie really is kind of one of those. That really is one. We'll do Momo, Camille for carrying her match. Who else carried them? Oh, Mika. Mika carried her match. I'm gonna give that to her as well. Praise them for all their great performances there. There you go. Perfect. Oh. I think I need to take some antacid here in just a second. I got some dinner, but it's not like it's not sitting right. It's just one of those things where it's just like, oh, it's just like, okay, yep. I'm doing fine, but I just got like heartburn almost. Let's see here. Anybody? Of course, Cerise staying there. Rhea Ripley staying. See if there's anybody. Jeremy Borash. New approach for Stardom. Let's see here. Saying that they're calling it Wrestling Nerd Nirvana as opposed to Fast and Furious. Oh shit, what's the wrestling? Isn't that supposed to be like PWG? Are they gonna be the PWG of Joshi Promotions? What is Oh shit. Where is it? Where is that? See, it's a whole... See, I can't just change the product, I think, right here. I'm trying to remember. It should be... All right. What... I have to see what Wrestling Nerd Nirvana is considered. Designed to appeal to the 18 to 30 wrestling nerd demographic. Wow, that's really not what Stardom's doing anymore. This is all about things that will play well into a smart internet audience. Good match quality, entertaining characters, hot angles, all done with a sense of humor. You know, that's kind of what they already do. Except they try to appeal to the 18 to 30, but they still keep getting old men showing up at their shows. All right, I think I'm doing pretty okay. We can go here, go to that. Okay, since I got done with that, before I go too much further, I'm gonna just. I know it's right in the middle of a video, but I'm just gonna hit this real quick because I really need to go get some like antacid. I got it just back behind me. I just got to go over to my sink real quick. Hang on. I could edit it out, but it's only like a minute that I was doing this. Give me a second. I just wanted to actually, take care of that because I'm also trying to look up something real quick. Don't watch at least with American wrestling. Don't watch. Yeah, you know what it is? Is probably I'm still getting shit from last night because I decided this weekend instead of just buying a few like down home punches from Jack Daniels, which taste really good. They're just like Mike Hard lemonade basically. But instead of just doing that, I also bought a little bit of whiskey. And just, last night when I was hanging out with friends, had some whiskey and ginger ale and whiskey and Pepsi. It's a nice little deal there. But yeah, I feel like it's hitting me because I just had like this I was definitely at least a little tipsy. And it definitely started to hit me. There we go. I was definitely a little tipsy, and then I decided I was really hungry, and just about the only thing at 1 a.m. that is available is one of the local pizza joints. So I ordered pizza, and it's really good, but it's also like the greasiest, garlickiest stuff ever. It's amazing. It's really good, but also you just have to sit there and realize that you're just gonna feel like death. It's sort of like a delicious now, but it's just you're gonna pay for it later. By the way, I don't think there was anything there. Oh, Su Young's the Impact Knockouts champion. I didn't even see where we're at with money, but I'll do that in a second. We got some new signings anyway, so that'll be good. I also started looking into the manual of stuff because I was really confused. I think when I did Anniversary Blitz last month, and I was like, I didn't gain any popularity for that second event. And I realized what it was finally, is that the game nowadays, for those of you for those of you who are around during Hawkeye Pro, especially during the dark days leading up to Anniversary 3, where I was a regional promotion and I wanted to get to Cult very quickly. So I ran 5 shows a week like an idiot. It got me there, but they decided to change that this year with TEW 2020. So now, depending on how big you are, there's only so much popularity you can gain over 1 month. So now, if I'm running 2 shows a month, I have to run it in a different area. So I'm going to be running a show in the Midwest and then another show in the Great Lakes, just so I can actually gain some popularity in places. I won't be doing that again, no. Especially now that I can just create like a small time TV show, and yeah, I'll be fine without it. Shinichiro Katsumura retirement. Oh, he's a it doesn't even say, but he's a Genbari Pro Wrestling, part of the DDT group. He's one of the main Genbari guys. I got his autograph when I went to Ultimate Party in 2019. Because that's how I ended up getting an Ultimate Party poster. I got the Genbari one, and Shinichiro actually, when I bought it off of him, actually started handing the poster over to like 8 of the other guys in the promotion to all sign it. So that was a very good like $10 I spent for that. So let's see, everyone else seems to be staying where they're going to be, so nothing really to worry about here. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Here we go. What were the dark days? The days leading up to the dark days of Hawkeye Pro, leading up to Anniversary 3, where I did 5 one-hour shows a week to power level my promotion. Yeah, I won't do that again. Especially considering they put a cap on how big you can get in 1 month. All right, we got one more. How much money do I have? All right, 1,600. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make some money. I like that. I'm gonna make some money. Wait, didn't I get the? Oh, we're not there yet with the merchandise. That's right. We're starting the upgrade, but we haven't gone through a whole. I forget we haven't even gone through a whole week yet, but that's all right. We're gonna zip through this here pretty quickly once I get done with this show, because we only got 2 shows left. The pre-meet. Had to tap out like halfway through. Understandable. All right. Stay where we're at for this one. All right. Oh, I have incidents. Uh-oh. I have incidents. Zachary Wentz. Bright in the backstage area, simply by being so cheerful and fun to be around. He has the relaxed personality. It is kind of funny that there are a lot of things that, like, I have a... having a roommate that used to be a local pro wrestler, I still have to tell him things about pro wrestling that he doesn't know. Like, he was like, oh yeah, these guys look good. This, like, Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. Or no, he picked up Desmond Xavier. I'm like, oh, you didn't pick up his tag partner? He's like, oh, he has a tag partner? I'm like, yeah, Zachary Wentz. They were the Rascals. They're in WWE now. He's like, nah, I didn't know anything about them. There we go. All right, let's see if I timed everything out a little bit better this time. You become disillusioned with wrestling. I understand that. I can completely understand that. Angle. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned it, but I did upgrade my show to 2.5 hours. So that way I could still get around the 2 hour mark, but I can get up close. I can get up to like the 3 hour mark now. Because I'll probably get a little bit closer to 3 hours now for a lot of these shows, but you know, I think I'll have a little bit more leeway here. Yeah, I think that's another thing too, is like the wrestling's gotten progressively worse. So it's just like the one thing I will say is, at the very least, you were able to kind of have that backup of like New Japan. And even now you don't really have the New Japan backup, because even that's gone fairly downhill in the last year or so. Ever since they've been doing the double title shit. Like, even if you don't really like WWE, you had that. I mean, you kind of have AEW. AEW is very much an acquired taste, though. There. That's also why I like doing my own promotion, is I can create my own shit. I'm gonna immediately give it another minute anyway, because I feel like I probably timed it out like garbage. Wyndham. Should we make it open? Nah. Decisive, though. If nothing else, we're going to have clean victories. Here we go. Angle. That's... What is that? Ricky Starks. And New Jack. And we've got, I guess, charisma on both. Here we go. How long? 3 minutes? I could do that. Definitely. And add another angle. Pop that bad boy in. And that is... I'm gonna say 3 minutes again on this. I'm gonna make a judgment on that. Whoops. Calvin Tankman, Trey Lamar, Pero, and Odinson. Even deathmatch wrestling doesn't do anything anymore. How much is there at this point? I mean, I don't know if CZW is even a thing anymore. I'm pretty sure they probably are, but I don't know if they do much. And then you got, what, GCW kind of took over the idea of it, but GCW just kind of does whatever. Charisma. Well, Tankman, I could probably use his Menace, right? That's probably a little bit better. By the way, Calvin Tankman's a big boy, and he's got a gymnastic background. That is amazing. He's got fat genes, but he's also got gymnast genes. Menace. So, putting over both tag teams leading up to... I just go segment by segment here. Let's see, 2 versus 2. We need... Let's exclude already booked, just so we have that already. Tankman and Lamar, the end. There we go. Done. Man, you know what? Honestly, I kind of forget. I haven't really watched even Dragon Gate in a while. GCW and Chikara basically dead after speaking out. I thought Chikara pretty much like I don't know if CZW officially went out of business, but I thought Chikara did officially go out of business as far as I heard. Wasn't that why Arcade Action Wrestling just became Arcade Action Wrestling instead of Chikara Arcade Action Wrestling? Hopefully things will get a lot better once you actually can start opening stuff up. Once you can have people kind of freely going between countries again, you know, in like 2023, when we get to that point. Let's see here. Quack is getting blackballed. JD got outed for selling WSU DVDs as softcore porn. Was that a thing? Was WSU DVDs like? Did he put? Was there something that happened at like WSU shows that was like that, or were they selling? Was he selling like custom videos made outside of events? Let's see here. Open match? Yeah, we'll open match that. But we'll decisive win still. We need to give the end a pretty decisive victory, I think. He would recut the WSU events to make shit sexier. Ha. Huh. How the hell can you how do you, does he put like music to it? Now you have my attention, not because I want to see a sexier WSU, but I want to see how he turned a wrestling show that already happened and wasn't meant to be sexual into a more sexual thing. I'm very curious as to how you managed to do that. Japan, what you're saying, it's getting obliterated, is it? I think it depends. I think Stardom seems to have been doing pretty well, but then again, I don't know. Yeah, I think Stardom's done really well in Japan. I think New Japan's done okay, but I think people are kind of down on some of the stories and everything else. There's things that they don't like about it. Oh, okay. No shoes wrestling. I think Tokyo Joshi Pro has just been chugging along as they always have. Not really higher. Well, I guess they're a little bit higher with Maki Ito coming back, but you know. Okay. Just making sure I got things correct. Yeah, America, I don't know how that's going. I know I haven't been to a local show here in over a year because they just haven't really ran. Okay, so the only like local show they've really ran around here is the Black Wrestlers Matter show. I think I had to work that day, so it was like whatever. And I think COVID was still doing its thing, but like Revolver hasn't done any of their shows here. Revolver's, I think Revolver's usual. I guess a lot of them still aren't signed, but they did use a lot of guys who have gotten signed recently. So see how that works. Yeah, local seems fine because it's like it's whatever. AR Fox, Tate Twins, Rascals, Max Stardom. There we go. Did I do this match already? No. I think I did something with the 6-man before, but it wasn't these guys. Yeah, it was a random assortment of dudes. Yeah, I know some of the local shows around here just haven't done anything since the pandemic. Who knows? It's probably, you know what, a lot of those local shows are probably a lot like bars, where bars don't really bars operate on a thin enough margin where you pretty much have to be 100% open in order to make money. A lot of those local wrestling shows are probably the same way, where it's like, well, we can't spend the money to, you know, try to be compliant for this, and this, and then only be able to have like 50 people show up. So I think a lot of them are just like, yeah, fuck it. We'll figure it out later. Wrestling Worldwide's in a big slump. I mean, maybe. I haven't really paid that much attention. I mean, if you ever ask people who watch AEW, they probably say no, because they're still getting pretty decent ratings, but I guess the real answers will come once NXT goes to Tuesdays, and you see just how many people are actually watching. Let's do AR Fox. I don't know how well Japan has been doing. I think Japan's doing kind of okay. Maybe not quite New Japan. I know BJW was nearly about to shut their doors. I know 01, I don't know if they quite shut their doors yet. Wrestle One did. All Japan's been in a pretty big slump too. Is there even a UK? To be fair, the UK wrestling scene was already destroyed a couple years ago, so there wasn't much left of it to begin with. I'm gonna go back here, and we're gonna have Max Stardom take the loss, because I'm not gonna have the other dudes take it. Noah's doing okay. I know there's a lot of people who are very iffy about Muto being the champion again at 58 years old, but I don't know. See if it draws money. How's Mexico? I don't know. They've always just kind of been bumblefucking their way around half the time. AAA's always been hurting. I think CMLL's been hurting a little bit more than usual. Here we go. Good Lord. Let's see. Yeah, it probably doesn't help that a lot of those guys also, especially with like AAA, come from America a lot. So they usually fill out their card with American wrestlers. It's kind of hard for them to go. Yeah. Selling and selling. There we go. All right. I don't know if this is going to be too much or not. Oh, perfect. Let's see here. Ryan Davidson. Marty Martinez. I'd say minor success on both. Here we go. Next, three-way dance. Let's do Chris Dickinson. Jet Knight. Timmy Lou Retton. Boom. Boom. Are we just doing 13? You know what? We're going to do 15. I'm going to upgrade it a little bit. Why not? A company is in Canada besides I think actually Impact moved back down to like Memphis. I don't know if they went back to Canada. I guess I really don't know if they went back. But I thought they stayed in America now. They might have moved up to Canada. I don't remember. Let's see here. Stamina. All right, stamina's got to be good. We'll make it like 16. How about that? There we go. What, Memphis? I thought they did shows, or was it Nashville? They did shows in Nashville for like a homecoming, but I don't know if I don't remember if they went back to. Maybe they just redid an entire like studio to do it back in. I know they moved to Canada, but I don't remember if because of COVID they moved back still. I could just be talking out my ass. Here we go. So what happened? AAA made Lucha Underground. They made it a holding company for their trademarks since they pay the companies a small fee when they run or show in the U.S. And they didn't pay, or via Lucha Libre as the language of their contract said they own the AAA trademarks. After a while, any money made outside of Mexico belongs to FMV and not AAA proper. We'll do that. Actually, we'll do 5. I don't think we need to do 6 minutes of that. I'm trying to keep this fairly close because we're going to be running out of clock here soon. Actually, we'll move it down to 4. Man, I didn't time this out very well. Can Effie act? Maybe, kinda. Acting 64. We'll just use this charisma. Well, it'll kind of put him over a little bit, I guess. There we go. Yeah, COVID definitely decimated NWA. They're still doing that. They're still doing that pay-per-view coming up, right? Because my roommate was fairly convinced that they were dead, and I'm like, I don't think they're dead. They just lost a lot of their best people, but I think they're still going to attempt a pay-per-view coming up. Best I know, that's still a thing. What company? NWA. They're doing like that Back for the Attack show. Oh, they just had it last week? Oh, they already had it? Well, I am way behind already. Oh, they had tapings this week. Okay. So they had that pay-per-view last week and they had tapings this week? I don't even know anything that happened. It's like literally no one fucking talked about it. we really need to start piling on some times here. We need bell to bell time. Tommy Mercer, Caleb. God, it's gotten so warm in here. I don't know why. Tim Storm's great on. Oh, well, I'm glad they're still using them for something. Did you see the fight last night? I only heard I only like read the basic results of it. Oh god. I didn't watch anything of it. Ray, open match. Should it be decisive? It could be decisive, but we're going to have Conley take the loss then. There we go. Can New Jack Road Agent? No. And the main. There we go. How long? Really think they can go 20 minutes? We'll see, I guess. Here we go. Open match, I guess, because Bailey's, I think, a little below Heath. So, do that. Link the Nagano vid. Is there something about it I'll need to see? Oh, God, I'm so sweaty. What are we at? 70%. We need like 75 out of this. I'll add this, but I'm going to have to probably take some time away from other places. Mike Bailey. Tyree. Selling. Minor defeat and minor success. You know what? Yeah. There we go. Okay. We'll add another minute here. We'll pull a minute off of this. Add another minute there. Pull a minute off that. Pull a minute off that. We're still only at 71. Jesus Christ, dude. Probably should book like 6 matches. Like, that's really what this just needs, is a 6th match at some point. Let's see. Is there just a throwaway one-on-one I can throw out there? Probably. Someone I want to get over? Is there anybody I would maybe want to get over a little bit? He's chilly. He's irritated. Yeah, we can put Bobby Orlando out there. And do I have anything for Christian Casanova? We'll do that. Just like 11 minutes. Throw that out there. Open match, I guess. I don't think it's going to matter that much. There we go. Really? That still didn't? Ugh. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, we've already hit the fucking max, too. Alright, is there a better way to do this? There isn't, is there? I forget. Placement mode on. shit. I don't know how to do that. Ah! Where did that go? That's there. Oh, God. I already don't like what just happened. I'm just going to try to fix this again. Oh, God. I fucked everything up. All right, we put that there. That, oh, my God. Holy shit. We're at an hour and a half already. I thought this was going to take under 2 hours. Holy shit, can you imagine if I didn't book this? Because now I have to time shit out well. That's a pain. God almighty. Okay, I gotta take more time off of segments here, I guess. Maybe not that. Maybe like there. All right, we hit the limits. Jesus Christ. All right, I got in under the wire somehow. Holy shit. A brutal finish. I might have to see that here in a second. Only episode 30. You're a chill dude watching. Well, I appreciate that. I apologize in the future for some of the hell you might have to go through with some of the booking. Yeah, TEW usually doesn't get me too wound up. Usually, everything else fine. Jet Knights being who cares? Who cares? Let's go. All right, here we go. Vertigo Black Label Volume 12. We are here. 146 people showing up for this. Ricky Starks is going to open up the show. Of course, we ended Anniversary Blitz Night 2 with Nick Dinsmore interfering in the main event and costing Ricky Starks his chance at the title. And so, of course, Starks is going to open up the show immediately, start calling out Nick Dinsmore. And as he's saying that he's not really here to talk and play games. He's ready to fight Dinsmore. There's no response, and he says that if Dinsmore isn't going to come to him, then Starks will go back there and find him. And he drops the mic and he heads out to the back, because it looks like this will not be done. And we have an opening contest: Bobby Orlando versus Christian Casanova. Not too much going on with this one. It just goes 12 and a half minutes. Casanova does really well, 46, geez. But nonetheless, let's see, Bobby Orlando gets the win there in 12:42 by pinfall. Just sort of a throwaway opener there. Taylor Wyndham comes out. This time he's got a whole setup. He's got podium. He's got papers. Comes out to the ring with the podium and the papers and stands at it to rant about the freedoms that are being taken away from us as he speaks right now. As he points to everyone in the building, talks about how the government and these corporations are taking away the American way of life. Wheeler Yuta comes out to interrupt and says that he's been talking a lot of nonsense recently, and he doesn't have his partner here, so he figured this would be a good time for him to have to make a one-on-one challenge. And so Yuta challenges Wyndham. We get ourselves an impromptu match. Superb Wrestling, great heat. It goes just over 16 minutes. Taylor Wyndham, though, hits the truth bomb on Wheeler Yuta and gets the victory. So Taylor Wyndham with a victory here, but yeah, once again getting interrupted, and not much else to say about that. Ricky Starks is in the back now, and he finds New Jack, as New Jack was talking to a couple other people, and he says he says that he's looking for Nick Dinsmore, And he's very upset. He's not able to find Dinsmore, and he says that he was screwed out of his chance to win the Vertigo World title because of Dinsmore. If he can't get his hands on Dinsmore right now, he feels that not only should he get his hands on Dinsmore, but he wants another championship match. And New Jack says that, unfortunately, he has already set up a match for, I think it's 2 weeks from now, in our first show in Chicago, Black Label 13. And we will have the main event for the #1 contendership there being Tommy Mercer versus Ty Ray. However, both Mike Bailey and Heath Miller will be competing in tonight's main event to get a potential third spot in that main event. So we have Tommy Mercer and Ty Ray, who are going to be in the main event of Volume 13, and the third person to join them in that #1 contenders match will either be Mike Bailey or Heath Miller. And, there we go. We get Tankman and Lamar coming out, kind of putting themselves over. They said that they had overperformed at Anniversary Blitz, was one of the top 4 teams competing. Shows that they are already one of the top tag teams in Vertigo. And that prompts the End to come out. Of course, they had a first-round loss to the Rascals. And they don't say a whole lot. They just sort of stare Tankman and Lamar down. Especially Pero and Tankman going eye to eye with each other. And it looks like we got a match coming up here. As, let's see here, it goes just under 17 minutes. Superb wrestling and a decent reaction as Odinson picks up little Trey Lamar, spins him around like a top and hits him with an F10. And Odinson gets the pin on him. Just under 17 minutes, and the End with another victory here in the tag team division, looking to perhaps be the next challengers for the tag team titles. Pretty good work by all of them, honestly. I think the lack of flow kind of ruined that. Otherwise, that should have easily been in the 40s. And we get a Darius Lockhart vignette. He's not in the building, but he has another one of his black and white vignettes about becoming a revolutionary and going your own way in the wrestling business and paving his own path. And he'll be planning on doing that here soon. But for right now, just doing his video setup. And we get AR Fox and the Tate Twins. The first time as a group coming out with their respective championships, looking like an elite crew here with AR Fox with his world title and the Tate Twins with their tag titles. And Fox talks about how they seem to be having a takeover of Vertigo, and that it has begun as they have once again taken all the titles and plan on continuing to control Vertigo for the foreseeable future. But they will have some challengers tonight in Max Stardom and the Rascals. Of course, the Rascals took Max Stardom underneath their wings to help him out. It didn't work out too well here, as AR Fox ends up pinning Max Stardom here just under 18 minutes. And the champ carrying all these guys, really. It's kind of amazing how you have both Rascals and AR Fox is the one who carries both of them. But hey, look at that. The Tate Twins getting the 50s. Xavier gets a 55. Wenzel getting a 42 is surprising. Figured he was going to be a little bit better. Maybe he was just having an off night. But nonetheless, the champs, all 3 champs, getting the win here when AR Fox gets the victory for his team. And they all stand strong right now. But then we get Tommy Mercer showing up on the screen as they're heading to the back. And he starts yelling that he is not done with AR Fox. He remembers Fox getting involved with his ongoings with Ricky Starks. And that Mercer says he will finally be able to get his hands on AR Fox and take his title. He just has to wait and win the 3-way dance at Black Label 13. And we get Griff Garrison coming out. He's about to have a match, but it looks like that match isn't going to be happening as Ryan Davidson comes out with a weapon of some type and starts assaulting him, maybe with like a crowbar or something. But nonetheless, he starts assaulting Griff Garrison, lays him out at ringside, starts tossing him into the stairs and other parts of the ringside area, and leaves him laying. He rolls him back into the ring. It looks like he's about to finish him off with a weapon. And the lights go out, and when they come back on, Marty Martinez is standing in the ring to stare down Ryan Davidson. Of course, they've had a game of one-upsmanship with both of their sadistic tendencies coming out, but their path seems to have officially crossed a couple months ago, and now they're staring each other down once again. This time, they actually do start trading blows. Security is there very quickly to break that up as Martinez and Davidson start brawling with one another. But doesn't last very long as, like I said, security able to get there very quickly. They weren't able to do much at first, but they eventually got it broken up. And we have a three-way dance. Chris Dickinson, Jet Knight, and Timmy Lou Retton, three of the newcomers to Vertigo from last month. And we get a three-way dance here. Timmy Lou Retton, the first one out, and then it comes down to Jet Knight and Chris Dickinson. And Knight eliminated in 16:32. Chris Dickinson getting the victory here. And looks like he was kind of carrying this whole thing. I'm starting to see kind of like who does well and who's not doing as well, but that's all right. Chris Dickinson definitely doing well though. Points to the sky, tries to do a triple jump, and he has like that Arabian spike in his hand too, or he's carrying it in his mouth. Dickinson grabs a mic real quick. And he says that it's about time that Vertigo got themselves a new daddy. And that is, of course, the dirty daddy, Chris Dickinson. As he talks himself up, and as he does that, a disheveled-looking Effie starts kind of walking out, starts kind of shuffling out. He definitely looks worse for wear. He has not quite been himself the last couple of months, it seems. And whatever the hell Sabu had in his mouth, it was some sort of spike that he always held, that he always put between his teeth. Dickinson then cuts the respect promo he always does. No, I'm going full dirty daddy Chris Dickinson here, but Effie seems to just sort of shuffle into the ring, and he starts kind of ranting crazily. He's not seeming to make a lot of sense about the things that's been going on with him, as he's not looking too good. He looks a little worse for wear right now. And Dickinson decides to drop the mic and just head out of the ring, as Effie also shuffles out of the ring. And we go backstage. Ricky Starks has finally found Nick Dinsmore, and these two immediately start fighting. They're brawling. They're throwing each other into anything they can all around the area. Starks ends up tossing Dinsmore out one of the doors, and the two start fighting along the streets of downtown Des Moines. As these two just start brawling, and it seems like it can't be contained. As that's just kind of how it's going to end. These guys they've left the building, and doesn't look like anything's going to stop them from beating each other up. We're coming in to our semi-main event. It'll be a tag team match between two of the competitors in Black Label 13, Volume 13's main event, Tommy Mercer and Ty Ray. They'll have a tag team match, and they had partners of their choosing to pick for this. Mercer comes out, and he brings out Caleb Conley, and Ty Ray comes out, and he gets on a mic, and he says that he's going to pick someone that Mercer knows pretty well, and that is, of course, Tim Donst. So we're going to get Ray and Donst versus Mercer and Conley. And Let's see here. Goes over 21 minutes, 21-19. Very much back and forth. Superb Wrestling in good heat, but Ty hitting the kick to kill on Caleb Conley, knocks him out, gets the 3 count as Donst is able to keep Mercer from being able to break up the pin. And Ty and Tim Donst getting the win in this match here. Let me see here. Donst and Ray both did amazing. Mercer did. They all did really good, honestly. That's pretty good. They all got in the 50s. Caleb Conley did pretty okay for not being around here too much. But Ty grabs the mic as Mercer's still recovering, kind of on the outside. Seems visibly upset at the loss. And Ty insults Mercer and reiterates that Tommy Mercer is old news. He's been old news for 10 years when he left TNA, and reiterates that he is the future of professional wrestling, and he'll get to prove that in 2 weeks at Volume 13. We get our main event, Mike Bailey versus Heath Miller. The winner of this will be going into that 3-way main event to determine the number 1 contender of the Vertigo World title. Goes just under 20 minutes. Heath Miller did what he could, but eventually knocked out. Mike Bailey hits the shooting star knee drop on Miller and gets the pin. And Speedball Mike Bailey will be going into the 3-way dance to determine the number 1 contender to the Vertigo World title in 2 weeks. As he celebrates, Ty slides back in and super kicks him in the face, and he stands over him and poses over him as the show comes to an end. There you go. 1 region. Whew. Okay. AR Fox. We'll go. Let's go Mercer. And let's go Ty. Praise them all. They did great. All 3 of them did great. Was pleased, seemed pleased. All right, cool. Jesus Christ. We're an hour 47 in. I still have a whole second show to do. We're not even through the first week yet. I'm already hating this idea of doing this. I already don't like this. There we go. That just means I'm definitely going to have to do this every month if I want to even have a chance of getting this done in any sort of reasonable time. What did I peg as this? Friday week 3. All right. 2 weeks. There you go. Take it. Let's go. First show in Chicago. Let's get out of this first week. Holy shit. It really feels like we should be done. Oh my god. Nothing. Miu wins the Tokyo Princess Cup. Okay. Bullet Ant. Ryo Mizunami bails on Seedling. She's only employed by Seedling. She should probably. Am I on IdolPro right now? Might as well shortlist her. How much does she cost? $240? That's not bad. Other than that, nothing to worry about. It's at this point that I remember that even at my height of doing Hawkeye Pro, I still at my most did like two-hour shows on a weekly basis. Buff Bagwell. Moose won the Impact World title at Slammiversary. All right, cool. Bob Murdoch retiring. Chihiro Hashimoto won Sendai Girls Junior title. They would not give her that. Hirota and Iger. Sakura Hirota and Iger won the tag titles. Okay. All right, Drew McIntyre is the new WWE champion. He beat AJ Styles on Raw. Wow. Amazing. Whoops. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Akira Tozawa versus Andrade and Bobby Lashley. What a and that was technically better than the WWE title match. Sure. I gotta hustle. I want to hustle. Really, really want to hustle. I forgot because there's like 5,000 people in here and like 60 different promotions. Oh no, Rusev got divorced. Raymond Rose sidelined. All right. One of these days when I do IdolPro, I'm going to be doing 2 shows a month then, and then I'm absolutely going to be cutting months in half at that point. There's no way in hell I'm doing whole months with like 4 shows. That's not going to happen. Kenny Omega became the new AEW World Champion. I don't know who he beat, but I don't care as much right now. Scott Norton retired. Trevor Murdoch is sidelined. Gregory Helms retired. All right. If anything catches my eye, I'll try to put it up there. My command is no, nothing. Cool. Oh, they're doing the G1 climax now. Come on. I don't want to have to look at Luther for too long. Throw it up. No! Balor has a new catchphrase. It's entirely improvised. He just threw out the catchphrase, "Look at me abs!" And then he just opened up his jacket and showed off his abs. Everyone was mesmerized. Hartley Jackson walks out on NXT. You know, that might be the first time I've seen someone walk out of NXT like that. I feel like just the nature of the contracts and everything, you can't just leave, but maybe it's depends on what it is. All right, come on. Fight for the Fallen. Nothing. Dash Chisako got hurt. Oh no, calf strain. Oh, that's fine. It's just a calf strain. Hikaru Shida beat Anna Jay for the AEW Women's title. Miyu Yamashita defeated Maki Ito for the Princess of Princess Championship. I didn't even know Maki Ito was champion. Man, they immediately hot-shotted the belt. Oh, she was in America. She was in AEW. People love her. Quick, hot-shot the belt onto her. I wonder if I should just stick to one-a-month shows right now. Oh my god. Can't tell you how much I hate this. Oh no, Ric Flair's dead. Oh God. Isn't she up for a POP title match this month? Yeah, she is. It's coming up here. But, I mean, she's not going to win. I know they're giving her the title match because she's gotten super popular, but she's not going to win it. Great Khali retiring. Raven retiring. Thought he was already retired. Oh, he's an occasional wrestler. Chavo Guerrero Jr. retiring. KZ opened the Brave Gate. Takanashi and Lindemann won the tag titles. All right. Ric Flair's dead, guys. You saw it here, mid-July. In game, Jesus. Yes, I should say that. He's dead in game. Page wins online plaudits. New Japan loan out Hiroshi Tanahashi to Ring of Honor. Moose is getting in a feud with Rosemary. Okay. Marvelous have increased their production. I've really kept my production bare bones. Just very bare bones. Videos like this are what chapters are made for. This is why I do chapters. This is why I really made sure to put, like, I mean, I was doing what? The timestamps in the comments, but now that chapters are a thing. This is why I do it. Oh no, Johnny Gargano's about to get ruined. All right. Akane bails on Ice Ribbon. She's unemployed. We'll shortlist her. Why not? Might use her. I'll use people who leave. Bubbling over for a few weeks. Late payments. I mean, I got money. Going to bed. All right. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, this is why I'm really glad that, especially compared to all my Hawkeye Pro stuff. I mean, I could have put, you know, hindsight being 2020, I could have put timestamps to, like, when I actually ran the events in the comments, but oh, I'm so glad that I'm so glad that chapters are a thing. All right, that's not really going to be a thing. I was gonna say it's getting late and it's almost my bedtime, but it is a Sunday and I'm usually used to staying up late, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm going to bed immediately. I got another good hour. That's probably what it's gonna take to get through all this. All right, let's go. We're on Friday. We got it. One more show this month. Let me see here. Braun Strowman probably said something about fat people, right? Yep, and Samoa Joe told them to fuck off. Cool. Rene Dupree's injured. I didn't even know Rene Dupree was still wrestling. Noah? I don't think Rene Dupree's in Noah. Is he? Maybe not in real life. Davey Boy Smith won the MLW National Openweight title. Okay. All right, not much going on there. Is he in Noah? I guess I don't pay enough attention to Noah to really know, so. But look, we're going to make money. That's good. He was a regular in Wrestle 1. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense now, especially with Muto. All right, we've already made some money. Of course, we're going to spend it all again, so that's cool. Okay, tonight, showtime. So yeah, Great Lakes. Oh, not a lot of people are probably going to show up. It'll be great if we can even hit 100 people, honestly. No, we need to go to a different region. like the Great Lakes, like Logan Square Auditorium. Yeah, its importance is pretty good. It really is. It really is probably one of the bigger. I could have done Berwyn Eagles Club. Could have sold the place out, but yeah, I'll do Logan Square. I think that's one of the better known indie places. I think AEW runs there, or at least they used to. A couple other, I think Resistance Pro. A lot of the Chicago indies run Logan Square. Eagles Club is even more important. I mean, you're not wrong, because Shimmer just does like all of their shows out of there. But I'll just make that just because it's I want to do it a little bit. I want to like, I know in game you're not going to see it, but the idea of at least doing Logan Square, it sounds better. Could have sold it out and got it a prestige boost. It'll be fine. I'll get there eventually. All right. I got incidents. Fuck. Sterling Regal. Brighten the mood. Professional. All right, cool. At this point, I just want to make sure I can get some money. My prestige really doesn't mean too much to me right now, I think. Here we go. All right. Tag team exclude already booked. Ninjas. Flip forever. Save there. I'm going to chalk a couple extra minutes up there because I already know I timed this out terribly. We need one of the ninjas. You know what? Let's give Wheeler Yuta the win. He just lost in the last one, so we'll give it to him. Open, decisive, there. Book it. I'm going to try to zip through this. Because honestly, I mean, I run through the official things as I do them anyway, so. We need Facade. We need Wheeler Yuta. Tag titles, New Jack books. Okay, so we need New Jack out. Charisma. Whoops. Booking a show. Booking a match for the next show. Another one. All right, I have 20 segments to book. We are at 2. Shit. But, I mean, there's angles in here, so those can get done very quickly. Bobby Orlando out. Tim Donst. Well, at least we built him up last one, so that was a good idea. There we go. So that when Tim Donst beats his ass, it'll be okay. Tim Donst. Bobby Orlando. There. Done. I'm going to push this up a little bit more. All right, let's see here. Donst. Decisive. I don't know if he does a submission. Let's lock it in. I think he has like the Chikara special. I should probably give him something other than the Chikara special, honestly. What could Tim Donst do for a... Yeah, I don't want inverted Chikara special. SDT. What could he do? Do they have the bully choke? You could do the bully choke. Bully bomb, bully cutter. They don't have it. Butterfly lock. See, they have 2 different C4s. Calf killer. I give him a calf killer. We'll do that for now. Captain's hook. Was that a thing? Was that Captain Morgan's Revenge? Captain's Hook. What the fuck is a calf killer? Oh, that's okay. That was the WWE name for the bully choke. Okay, Captain's Hook. Okay. Got it. Thank you. The calf killer? The calf killer is what AJ Styles used to do. And what AJ Styles will probably do once he starts really slowing down in the ring. I'm actually surprised. Well, yeah, I think he stopped doing the... did he stop doing the phenomenal forearm? This is how little I pay attention to WWE now. Once he eventually stops doing the Styles Clash, he'll probably go back to the calf killer. But they just called it the calf crusher. He doesn't do the Styles Clash for safety? He doesn't anymore? Does he just do the forearm now? It's all forearm and calf crusher? Ah. I think he still pulls out the Styles Clash occasionally. But then again, I haven't really paid enough attention to know, so... Donst, Bobby Orlando, Effie, Cell, Charisma, Minor defeat, Minor. There we go. Rare occasions. God damn it, no. I need an angle. Angle. Thank you. Done. 2 minutes. Pero. Odinson. Now I'm getting hungry again. Fuck. Dude, that pizza was so fucking good. Because they give you like a variety of sauces. And there's just something about fucking breadsticks that are so greasy the sauce just starts falling off immediately. But you're just dipping it in like nacho cheese. It's a pizza place that gives you nacho cheese to dip your breadsticks in. And Alfredo sauce. You can get like an Alfredo sauce for it. It's very good. You wouldn't think that dipping cheese pizza in well, actually no, you could probably assume that dipping cheese pizza in Alfredo sauce would be delicious. You just then have to deal with the consequences afterwards. Dickinson's on a roll. Did he face Casanova? What was Casanova's match? Was he just in a... Was it Bobby Orlando? Yeah, it was. All right. Cool. You know what? I'm thinking this time Griff Garrison. I was going to go Casanova. Let's go... Oh, you know what? Griff Garrison's not all that great. Is there someone else that is a throwaway guy right this second? I don't think there is. Gunnar Miller... Jerome Daniels. Jerome Daniels is chilled, though. I do Gunnar Miller. That'd probably be a pretty good matchup, honestly. Kyler Khan. Yeah, I'm trying not to do people who are like my certified jobbers that just don't have any momentum going at all. How long did they want? 15. Well, you know what? Now that we got Gunnar Miller, we can upgrade it a couple minutes. We'll be good. Dickinson getting the win, though. We'll make it open because I'm pretty sure he's still below. I don't know. One of those two is probably below the other. I want it to feel like a back and forth match. We got 13 and 6. Yeah. I want to make it feel competitive. All right. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Do that. We'll keep it 3 minutes. Chris Dickinson. JT Dunn. Selling and selling. He'll be neutral because he was talking himself up, but he's going to get a little bit for it. Here we go. And another angle. Put that in. Another 2 minutes of Darius Lockhart, black and white promo. Still not around. That's all right. All right. Matchup time. 1-on-1. Eric Cannon, Mata Abdelhamid. There we go. Why would JT be selling? Well, they used to have... Okay. So selling used to be the thing that I would do if both guys were involved in some sort of like, I could probably take off the selling part. I never felt right with the fighting part, but generally I thought if there's any sort of like physical segment, both of them selling, I guess there's nothing for JT to sell, honestly. So I could probably change that. I think I'm just used to, that's just carrying over from like how I used to do it in Hawkeye Pro. Cannon getting a shocking victory. You know what? We'll make it like that. Decisive win, but we're going to do a flash pinfall. There we go. Yeah, he doesn't need to sell. I could do fighting, but that just doesn't make sense. Like, I read up on how, like, why you would do fighting, and it's just like, eh. Angle, segment name. We'll do 4. Eric Cannon, Mata. He's selling. Minor defeat. Minor success. There. Cool. Cool. 3 straight. We can start knocking out these angles quick. How much time we got? We'll do 6. New Jack. Ricky Starks. Charisma. They're both talking about it. Minor successes there. We'll say Nick Dinsmore is also in there. I'll minorly change that up so he can get a bit of a boost off of that. There we go. We got Taylor Wyndham. We've got Trey Lamar. Charisma. Puts them both over a little bit, but 1-on-1. All right. I like this now. I'm zipping through it a little bit faster. I just talked to myself. You know what? I think I talked about this to one of my coworkers. How he noticed that I talk to myself when I'm doing like work, when I'm doing something. I don't know why. It's just always just one of those things. Like if I kind of say it as I'm doing it, I kind of like have it's almost like a checklist that I'm doing verbally. It just seems to help sometimes. Four. Yeah, we'll do 4 minutes. We need Calvin Tankman. We need Taylor Wyndham. And we need Sabby. And we need Jesse Godders. So he's selling. He's acting, I guess. And they're not really... I guess fighting. See, that's the thing. Let me see. Rated on fighting. Yeah, see, brawling, Pariso, hardcore, like it could really fuck you up. If it's just basic punches and stomps, there's not really much to really go off that. That's why I didn't like that. That's why at first I was kind of cool with the fighting part, that they now had fighting as a thing, but then I kind of read it and I'm just like, well, people can throw punches for the most part. You know, it's generally okay. go. We'll do 2 minutes. That really doesn't feel much like more beyond 2 minutes. Oh, Ryan Dave. Well, you know what? He's off screen. He's just there. But it kind of puts him over because we're putting over the match between them. There we go. Done. Okay. Put that in there. Each guy gets a minute. We get Tyree, Tommy Mercer, and Mike Bailey. All of them get a minute to get their shit out for what they want to tell people. Angle. What the hell happened to the music? I'm going to back it up like 8 hours just to get something in the background. I kind of realized that nothing was going on in the background. I want something. I need something. Kind of keeps me moving a little bit. It was live, but they weren't playing anything. I really just need to get a playlist of lo-fi instead of relying on a channel. I bet you I could probably do that. I wonder if they have download links. I just need to get like a good 8-hour long playlist of it that I could just cycle through constantly. It all kind of sounds the same anyway, so it's not like I need to worry about playing the same thing over and over. Just as long as it's nothing too quiet. We'll go on his overness. How about that? All right, main event. 3-way dance. We got Tyree, Mercer, Bailey. Here we go. 3-way dance. Number one contender. Oh my God. Vertigo World. We're going up there. We are going up there. What's your stamina? 70. All right, we're taking you to the limit here, big guy. All right, winner, Mercer. Match style is open. Types of finish will be decisive. Ooh. I think if I pick a loser, it'll be the guy that Mercer ends up beating. Should I do Bailey? Yeah, we'll do Bailey. We'll see if it works out the way I think. %, but I still have one more thing I need to put in the angle sheet. Bear with me. 2 minutes. AR Fox, Tommy Mercer, Brandon Tate, Brent Tate. He'll use his charisma. He'll sell. Minor successes on these three. Minor defeat on Mercer. There we go. All right. Now let's retime everything out here a little bit. Donst Orlando, Neon Ninjas Flip Forever. We can give them an extra minute. Cannon Hamid. No, we won't give that extra time. We'll cut them down to about 40 seconds each. We'll cut this down to 5. We can cut that down to 2. We can cut that down to 4. Done. Boom. Have you tried bacon wrap hot dog bites pizza from Pizza Hut? No, I have not. It just they didn't really seem too super appealing. I don't know. I'm more of a I don't hardly ever get Pizza Hut. I'm more of a Domino's guy. Domino's, or if I'm here's the thing, if I'm like really craving pizza and I just don't feel like getting Domino's, I'll usually get Little Caesars, because Little Caesars, while not great, bacon wrap hot dog. You made that up, but I think they actually have had something similar. They did do something similar. Maybe it was like what was it, cheese-filled bites or something? They had some ridiculous pizza that they might still sell. It's like cheesy bites crust or something like that, where they just make a pizza and it's like a thin crust pizza, but they have the whole outside crust is just cheesy bites. Oh, they do have hot dog bites pizza, just not the bacon wrapped. Yeah, if I really am gonna do pizza, I usually do Domino's, or if I just want to go cheap and easy, I'll just get Little Caesars. Or if it's 1 a.m, I'll get one of the local places that still delivers until 2. All right, let me take a look at this. All right, we're not overloading anybody. Everything seems to be okay. We're at 221. Let's try to get this done. I think we're good. All right. All right, Vertigo Black Label Volume 13. It is our first show outside of Des Moines. We are here at Logan Square Auditorium in Chicago. 117 people have shown up. I wasn't expecting that many, honestly. But I am glad we were able to carry this over to Chicago. We're still haven't filled the place out, but you know what? That's fine. We start off hot with a big tag team match between two of our fastest teams, the Neon Ninjas and Flip Forever. They did go just under 16 minutes. Wheeler Yuta ends up getting the Yuta locked in on Andrew Everett, and ends up forcing Everett to tap out, and the Neon Ninjas getting the victory here. Bit of a reprieve from the last episode, or the last volume, when Yuta lost a one-on-one match, but now that he's got Facade here, they do quite well. Looks like Yuta and Everett have both doing pretty well there. Facade is still doing okay. Everflies, he's there. And the Neon Ninjas grab a mic real quick, and they call it the Tate Twins. They believe that they are set to challenge for the tag team titles, and New Jack comes out and he says, you know what, it seems like it would be good business and good money to determine at Black Label 14 the number 1 contenders to the Vertigo tag team titles. He also announces that at the end of next month, he believes either in Chicago or Des Moines, he hasn't decided yet, but there will be a major event at the end of next month called Neon Zero. And at the Neon Zero, the tag titles will be defended, as well as the world title. And we'll have Neon Ninjas versus The End at Black Label 14 to determine who will be challenging the tag titles at Neon Zero at the end of next month. Bobby Orlando comes out, suffered a loss at the last event. Or no, he did win. Sorry, he won at the volume 12. He comes out with his stuffed goat. He puts himself over as the greatest and a party animal. And Tim Donst interrupts, as he just doesn't seem to have many words to say for him. He's just sort of pissed at his complete existence in front of him, and decides to beat him up by facing him here in a match. Just goes over 14 minutes and submitting Bobby Orlando with the captain's hook, I believe, and ends up getting the win here. Donst rolling a little bit, as he is planning on perhaps trying to get back into the world title contention. In fact, he looks to send a message for just that by continuing to lock in the submission on Orlando. He refuses to give it up. Effie's music hits, and once again, Effie comes out. He's still a little disheveled. He's still worse for wear, and he just kind of starts shuffling down to the ring as Donst is very weirded out by Effie here. He's not wearing his usual over the top colorful outfit. Effie looking a little bit worse for wear. His beard's grown in quite a bit. And, Effie comes in and tries to kind of scare off Tim Donst. Donst leaves, and, Effie just seems very out of it. Something seems to have gone wrong in Effie's brain right now. And we get a vignette, just your classic vignette, not really a promo, just a nice little hype video for the end. They're not here, but they get their nice little hype video showcasing the path of destruction that they have reigned on Vertigo thus far, going into their tag title #1 contender match at Black Label Volume 14 here in just a couple of weeks. Chris Dickinson is back out, and he's going to face Gunnar Miller this time, one of his toughest opponents to date. And very back and forth match between them. They put on a very good match. Superb wrestling. Goes just over 17 minutes, but Dickinson hits the Falcon Arrow. He did the deal. Nobody kicks out of it, even Gunnar Miller, as Dickinson gets the win and is really rolling here with his momentum here in Vertigo. And Dickinson grabs a mic, and he's about ready to talk himself up a little bit more. To keep the thread going from the last event. But JT Dunn out of nowhere shows up, slides into the ring, hits a spinning elbow, a discus elbow, and clocks Dickinson in the face and knocks him down as JT Dunn leaves him laying and leaves the ring. Darius Lockhart with another black and white vignette about the history of black wrestlers, and he plans to carry on their legacy and forge his own legacy. And we get a match here. Eric Cannon, who is very well known to the Chicago crowd. He's worked a lot of AAW in this very building as he faces Mata Abdel Hamid. Hamid looking to get a little bit of momentum back here. And surprisingly enough, not able to make it happen, as Eric Cannon, who's been on the losing end of a lot of matches recently, ends up rolling up Hamid, and in 16-18, after a decent match, gets the win. A surprising win for Cannon, but nonetheless, there you go, successful here, as it looked obvious Mata was going to win, but not going to happen here tonight. Of course, Mata also thought that it was pretty much guaranteed to happen, and his frustration, he starts letting out by stomping away on Eric Cannon, and takes his Pabst Blue Ribbon and just starts cracking him over the head with it, until security eventually kind of comes in and separates him, and forces Mata out of the ring as they tend to Eric Cannon. You know, it really does seem like a lot of my TEW angles tend to revolve around smacking people in the head with alcohol containers. I'm starting to realize that now. With the moonshine jars in Heartland and now Pabst Blue Ribbon cans here in Vertigo. Now I just need someone to do that with a fucking Asahi in Idolfight, and I'll make it 3 for 3 on alcohol container based hitting alcohol container based beatings. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to take one of the hardcore girls in IdolPro and crack someone over the head with a strong zero. New Jack, he's not fond of what happened last time. He just brings out Ricky Starks to admonish him for the brawling that got out of control a couple weeks ago. talks about the attack on that. He's not too happy about that, and he decides that obviously these guys need to have a match together. And Dinsmore hasn't wrestled a whole lot of matches in recent days, but he is willing to step into the ring at least one more time at the end of next month at Neon Zero to take on Ricky Starks. So New Jack is making it official. Ricky Starks versus Nick Dinsmore at the end of next month. So we're starting to fill out the next couple of cards here. Doing pretty well. Taylor Wyndham comes out. He's got his podium and his papers again. This time, instead of just talking about your freedoms, he's talking about how it seems like these days guys who look like him seem to be discriminated against in our society. As he doesn't say, he's very vague about it. He doesn't say exactly who the kind of guys like him are being discriminated against, and he says, you know, there seems to be favorites amongst the media, very very based QAnon conspiracy theory stuff, and Trey Lamar coming out to stop that, as he's very unhappy about what Taylor Wyndham's got to say, as Trey Lamar wants him to know that Wyndham does not know what the hell discrimination looks like, but if he wants to be discriminated against, he can show it in a match. So we get Taylor Wyndham taking on Trey Lamar. Competitive match between the both of them. But in just under 17 minutes, Taylor Wyndham once again hitting the truth bomb on Trey Lamar and getting the victory. Great wrestling and good heat. Did what they could. Also, you know, when I talk about some of the gimmicks I run in the 1920s wrestling, I feel like having a QAnon conspiracy theory gimmick running in Chicago is fairly bold at this point. It's probably, I think the only way it could be worse if I went to like Minneapolis or Portland, or just went the full Monty and just went to Washington D.C. Either way, still one of the bolder places to put it, considering you're not sure who the hell is strapped in that city. The answer is everybody. We get Calvin Tankman as coming in, as it looks like Wyndham wanted to perhaps put an exclamation point on his deal against Trey Lamar, but Tankman comes in to intimidate Wyndham. Wyndham starts backing up, seems very nervous about this whole thing, and he decides to get out of the ring. And as he gets out of the ring, Sabby and Jesse Goddard, the body guys, coming into the ring, just start raining fists down on Tankman and attacking him. Of course, they're not too happy about last month actually losing in the first round to Tankman and Lamar, and seems they want just a little bit of revenge on Tankman. We get a vignette, doesn't seem to be in the building or anywhere else, just seems to be perhaps, somewhere. Marty Martinez is with an 8x10 of Ryan Davidson, and he is stabbing it and basically throws down the challenge. He says next month, at the end of next month, they're having Neon Zero. And if he wants a fight, he can get it. He'll be there. All Ryan Davidson needs to do is show up, and they will fight. So Martinez throwing the challenge down for Ryan Davidson at Neon Zero. And we'll see if that challenge is answered. We're coming up to the main event. Wyndham and the Body Guys versus Lockhart and Tankman and Lamar. I didn't want to make it almost stereotypical, but it really does feel like Lockhart would come out with them, wouldn't he? I haven't really thought about that. I think I thought about that once, and I was like, but then again, I'm not 100% sure what I'm really gonna do with Lockhart at this point. So that might be the best thing to do. I'll figure it out. We're coming up to the main event. Right before the main event, though, we get just a few quick promos as we get just last words here from our main event competitors, Ty Ray, Tommy Mercer, Mike Bailey, all about their plans to win and, if, what they plan on doing to make sure they come out here with a victory and challenge for the Vertigo World title. So they say their quick pieces, and we are on to the main event. Before we get our entrances, we get the Vertigo World Champion AR Fox coming out. He's out with the Vertigo World Championship. Grabs a chair to sit ringside to watch the #1 contenders match as we are underway. Three-way dance, Ty Ray, Tommy Mercer, Mike Bailey. The #1 contendership to the Vertigo World title on the line. It goes 24.5 minutes. Ty Ray, the first one eliminated. It comes down to Tommy Mercer and Mike Bailey. And eventually Mike Bailey gets hit with, I believe it was not the code red. It was, we can just do a spear, I guess. Was it red alert? Was, I think, Tommy Mercer's thing? Either way, Mike Bailey ends up going down. And Tommy Mercer getting the win in the main event. And Mercer will challenge AR Fox for the Vertigo World title at Neon Zero at the end of next month. And we get to the final part here. AR Fox, of course, at ringside. Looks like he stands on the ramp, on the apron with the belt. Looks like they might have a stare down between them. Mercer telling them to get into the ring. And before AR Fox ends up getting into the actual ring, the Tate twins hit from the entranceway, and they end up hitting blows down on Mercer. They end up holding Mercer up as Fox ends up taking the world title and smashing it in the face of Mercer, knocking him out. And AR Fox stands over Mercer in defiance and holds up the title to end the show. Finish. 54. Look at that. And we increased our popularity. That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right. Tommy Mercer is going to be praised for his performance. No one really stood immediately out. Taylor Wyndham did good. Taylor Wyndham did pretty good. And we'll give it to Trey Lamar, too. How about that? We'll praise them for their performances as well. I think Wyndham and Lamar both kind of outperformed. At least Lamar did. Outperformed what I assumed he was going to do. So Crimson has become your new Manu. Oh, pushing him like I did Alpha Jr. in Hawkeye Pro. I mean, at the very least, he's a big dude. At the very least, he's he's kind of a intimidating enough looking guy. And it's not Manu. I mean, it's Crimson, but still. Yukihi's injured. Cracked tailbone. Oh, God. A month. Okay, that's just a month. Kingpin Eddie Kingston declared that he's the one true star of AIW. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is before Kingston was officially signed, so he's just doing all the rounds in... Kingston technically is not officially signed to AEW, so that is a possibility. It's a possibility to think about. I think we're good there. I think at this point, I'm mostly just concerned about getting to... Oh, I was going to say, is that what Icarus looks like now? That doesn't look like Icarus, but it's a different Icarus. We're there. We're there. We got like a week left. Let's get through the last week. Can we cut this under 3 hours? Jesus Christ. Thank God I decided to do this whole... Can you imagine what this would have been like if I didn't just pre-book everything? Holy shit. Oh, Naito's going back to CMLL. Where's he going? Oh, Dragon Lee's going back to CMLL. Rev Pro Girls Volume 3. Oh, okay, yeah, that's Rev Pro. I think I was thinking of something else. Madison Eagles won the... Madison Eagles still around? I guess I don't really pay attention. I guess most of the... I feel like most of the time... I don't know why, for some odd reason, I felt like if there was a woman that was worth a damn... they would have been signed by somebody at this point, right? Like, that's how I imagined the reason, like, how Madison Eagles or some of these other people didn't get signed. Maybe they just have good day jobs, too. Maybe that's it. Can't get Wednesdays off. I'm pretty sure the only reason Nicole Matthews isn't signed with AEW is because she's banned from America for the next few years. Paul Ellering's retired. Dolph Ziggler wows fan. Wow, that's Dolph Ziggler. I don't remember the last time Dolph Ziggler actually wowed fans. Oh, Yoda retiring. That's sad. She works for a lot of different places. I mean, in real life, she does. I think she's working Gato Move. I think she just did it like a day or two ago. Charlotte Flair is the SmackDown Women's Champion. Street Profits are Raw Tag Team Champions. BB Hulk and Pain Incorporated are Triangle Gate Champions. Asuka is the World of Stardom champ. Oh my god. I'm trying to think if Bushiroad would accept that. It'd be a great match. Asuka and Mayu Iwatani would probably be a great match. Yuki Ueno quit DDT. Ooh. He's a young dude too. He's pretty good. He only works in Japan, so I might have to pull a Mike Bailey if I want to buy him. If I wanna he doesn't cost a lot of money. I might pull a Mike Bailey for Yuki Ueno. Let's shortlist him as a possibility. Yeah, I think I'll have to do that here in a second. Dylan James, Mustafa Ali's injured, broken jaw. That's whatever. Stardom High Speed Championship. Starlight Kid won finally. I wonder what that would do to Stardom's actual... I don't know enough about... Like, I know quite a bit about Stardom, but I feel like that would be a moment where it's just like, I feel like they would definitely probably lose a lot of the creepy old dudes that that usually come to fill up their shows. But, I mean, Stardom is trying to get more women to watch their stuff, so probably work out for the better. I like you consider work. Hey, he's active in America. There you go. Now all I got to do is just shortlist him here. All right. Let me move back over to IdolPro, and I don't need to shortlist him there. Let's remove him. That's a possibility. There's a lot of guys that I want to get. I'm kind of flooded right now with people. I really gotta think about it. Very picky and choosy, but Yuki Ueno might be one of the guys that I kind of skip the line with. Because I mean, if I had to choose between spending $300 on like JTG wouldn't be that expensive, but $300 on like Eddie Edwards, even though I like Eddie Edwards, or a young guy like Ueno, I might have to pick Ueno. Even if I have to fly him in every time. Severe concussion from Mysterio. Uh-oh. Shine, loan out Evilise. There's a team in GCW. Another team. Gabriel Kidd injured. Okay, not much of anything going on. Nothing really big going on. I didn't think I was really big enough at this point to convince people to come to America. Considering I had to pull the Mike Bailey thing, but maybe that's just because Mike Bailey is a bit bigger of a name than Ueno. let's see. Nothing. Floating kneecap. That's whatever. She's young. She'll be fine. She'll bounce back. She's still a teenager. She can walk it off. Oh, God. Thank God I kept to my word and made sure that this was its own separate stream. Thank God I made sure this was its own thing. That was a good call, previous Tyler. Holy shit. Nagata picked up a hernia. Well, it's probably because he's old. Probably shouldn't be in the ring much anymore. I don't think he's really in the ring much anymore. Keiji Muto had a produce show. Bob Evans retiring. Roughneck retiring. Lady Tapa retiring. Lady Tapa's not really... Was she like in NWA? Was she an NWA person or not? I don't know. Lady Tapa was always pretty bad. And then she tried to be an MMA fighter, and she was really bad at that. Yeah, I remember she was in TNA. She was really bad in TNA, and then like OVW became sort of a farm league, like a developmental league almost for TNA. And then Lady Tapa went down to TNA, but she never really got better. And then she went to Japan to do MMA for Ryzen, and she was terrible at that too. I remember when she was in Impact. She was part of like that gut check, wasn't she? I'm pretty sure Lady Tapa fought, so whoever she fought in gut check was better than her. I bet you I can find it. Lady Tapa. I'm pretty sure she was, that's how they got her, was in that gut check, right? Oh, she faced Evil East. That's what it was. That's right. Well, you know, Aaron Epic and Joey Janela arguing over virtually nothing. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds about right. A Joey Janela Twitter argument over virtually nothing. With the power of hindsight, picking between Evil East or Lady Tapa was really a damned if you did, damned if you didn't. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Lady Tapa, because wasn't Hogan... Yeah, because I think Lady Tapa, her family was like involved in the... Yeah, she was like... It was either wrestling or the American Gladiator shit. I think she might have been involved in that too. I can't remember. But yeah, it was definitely because she was a little bit closer to Hogan and Bischoff than Evil East was. El Lindemann won the independent junior heavyweight title. What in what? I don't even care. New champion at PWG. Dragon Lee is the PWG world champion. Eddie Kingston has cracked ribs. Uh-oh. Championship wrestling from Hollywood. Mao misses a show. He's pretty young too, isn't he? Yeah. Mao would also be a pretty good pickup from DDT. I think him along with Ueno are two of the guys who are most learning like English in DDT. So they do a lot of tweeting in English, I believe. Injury for Diona Perazzo. My muscle. All right. We're there. We're finally there. Oh my God, we're finally there. Two hours, 49 minutes, and 36 seconds. That's where we're at. Good God. Well, completed their runs with places, so nothing really going there. Masato Tanaka won something in 0-1, which means next to nothing anymore these days. I think 0-1's still around, but only just barely. Oh, Utami's... Oh, she's going to be gone for a few months. Oh, shit. Oh, there goes one of your... There goes one of your better young wrestlers. That's all right. They have like 18,000 people to use. Floating kneecap is going to take you out for a few months, but cracked ribs is fine. All right, quick look at where we're at here. We made $978. We made a little bit less than we usually do. Oh, yeah, that's because we started piling in on the merchandise. So we'll get the merchandise numbers up a little bit here. Otherwise, we would have had almost $2,000. So not too bad, honestly. We're up to 5,000. I like that. Where are we at the Vertigo side? We lost some money. We lost a good chunk of money here. It looks like because we paid a lot more, we spent like another extra 1,400 in workers. On top of which, I think we did less ticket sales because we went to a new location. But we went from 5,100 to 5,700, so we did gain $600 in sponsorship revenue. So as you know, I can afford to lose a little bit of money each time because it's going to start evening itself out here relatively soon. Eddie Edwards left. Impact, perfect. I might have to consider getting him. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's a lot of guys sitting in here that, you know, I might have to get here relatively soon. I'm not sure. But then again, I'm losing money right now, so I can't really worry too much about that. But either way, there you go. So thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been exhausting. I need to go to bed. If you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully you use the chapters, unless you really just decided to want to sit through the entire thing. I guess you could have. we did have a lot of discussions about random shit when I was booking, so that will probably get lost by most people, but thank God for chapters. So thank you guys. I appreciate it and hope to see you guys next time.